Hello, and welcome back to Broken Binding Week, because the cyber attack on the UK's Royal Mail held up international shipping for a while. So I got, a whole slew of Broken Binding titles all at once, back to back to back. So I got 4 of these things. So this, my friends, is number 2. I just got the January month in March. Now here's a book that released in January, in March. But that's just the way it is. This should be Godkiller by Hannah Kaner, which I had not read. Big surprise there. It only just came out in January, and I believe it's her very first title. But it sounds interesting, and I am all for it. So we got the Dragon Horde, just a regular old bookmark, nothing too fancy. Dragon Horde are the exclusive editions published through the Broken Binding. It's just a fancy trade edition. But it's very fancy, and it's signed. So, let's dive in. They all come individually wrapped. So the subscription through the Broken Binding, which I am a subscriber for, are backlist titles. They're, the older titles that are now getting the special edition treatment through the Broken Binding. But through the Dragon's Horde, you can get new titles that get the special edition treatment. So, got some Michael Moorcock, which I'll be unboxing tomorrow. I don't know, maybe the next day. I've got a couple to do. Just really depends on what book I grab, what box I grab, I suppose. Anyways, a lot of newer titles. But this one is Godkiller by Hannah Kaner. Follows several characters, like the foil on the dust jacket. Very, very nice, very shiny. And if you like that, you're going to like the foil on the boards. Wow. Look at the foil there. Now, these are just fancy trade editions. They do have a glued binding, instead of a sewn binding. They don't even cover it up with a little headband. That's sad. We have, fully illustrated end pages showing you maps. Gotta love your maps. This is signed by Hannah Kaner. Very, very interesting signature. Very bare bones. This is number 182 out of 750 first edition copies. This does feature a plethora of characters, one who's a god killer, one who is a little girl, one who is a little god, and one who is a guy who used to destroy cities for a living, who is now tasked with returning to a city he destroyed. And all these different characters all combine into different stories. And now I guess you got a little crest for each character. You got Inara, you got Kisan, who is presumably the god killer. One of their names, might be Kisan, apparently is German for pillow. I don't know. I don't speak German. Inara again. Okay, very interesting. You got Elogast with his little crest. Very interesting. Got a bare bones inside, because it is just a trade edition. Nothing too fancy. Margins are just the right size. You got your Goldilocks margins. But nice little sprayed edges. Just black, but I'm all for it. And this is this is Kaner, not Kisan, Kaner's debut novel, I believe. She has a degree in English. I know they said she was comparing Terry Pratchett to Charles Dickens and annoying teachers that way in her bio online, which I absolutely love the idea of it. It means there'll be some good humor in this, because it's a very humorous bio. But I look forward to giving this a read, and then I'll give you a book review once it is read. Fortunately, the TBR pile is pretty big, but that is life. Book collecting and book reading are 2 completely different hobbies. Although it's one that I will definitely get around to reading, hopefully soon. I'm trying to do a book review a week, so I gotta pick up the pace a little bit there. Anyways, check out my other unboxing videos on the channel here, including many other Broken Binding unboxings. As I said, this is Broken Binding week, because since the cyber attack is done, just getting boxes left, right, and center. I got 4 Broken Binding unboxings. Just did one yesterday. Did one here. I'm going to do one for the next 2 days as well. So please consider subscribing and checking those out. And we'll see you around next time. Thank you very much for watching.